The honourable member for Calgary-Glenmore.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The motion, be it resolved that the Legislature of Alberta urge the government to declare the first week of February beginning in 2018 to be the annual United Nations World Interfaith Harmony Week. A motion with the objective of declaring the first week of February beginning in 2018 to be the annual United Nations World Interfaith Harmony Week. World Interfaith Harmony Week was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly on October 20, 2010. The resolution highlights that mutual understanding and interreligious dialogue constitute important dimensions of a culture of peace and establishes World Interfaith Harmony Week as a way to promote harmony between all people regardless of their faith. World Interfaith Harmony Week aims to enhance mutual understanding, harmony and cooperation among people, and the United Nations encourages all countries to support this valuable work. I find it most appropriate in a time where misconceptions and misunderstanding lead to fear and hate crimes, that we encourage harmony and understanding in Alberta when it comes to diversity, especially diversity in faith. Alberta, as the rest of Canada, has a diverse community. Here in Alberta, we celebrate and share our diversity throughout the year. Here in Alberta, we are proud of our diversity. In fact, here in Alberta, our diversity is our strength. I'm very proud to be part of a government that supports communities and initiatives that promote interfaith and cultural harmony. We on this side of the House, and I hope across the aisle too, value diversity in our communities and in our province. That is why our government supports and encourages the mutual understanding, harmony and cooperation among people through multiple initiatives. In July, the Premier tasked the Minister of Education with gathering input on ways the government can fight racism, foster acceptance and promote an inclusive society. The Minister, the Premier and government MLAs have met with over 100 community organizations to hear directly from them on what they are seeing and experiencing. After hearing their concerns about the challenges faced in their communities, the Minister of Education will report back on his findings and possible recommendations this fall. Another way we celebrate diversity in this province is through Alberta Culture Days, a 3-day provincial celebration that raises awareness, accessibility, participation, and engagement of all Albertans in the arts and cultural life of their communities. The 10th anniversary of Alberta Culture Days happened last month, and our government provided grants to assist non-profit organizations in becoming celebration sites to provide cultural programming. The declaration of April 2017 as Sikh Heritage Month celebrates the contributions of Alberta's Sikh community to Alberta's cultural diversity and the richness of thoughts and ideas that Sikh Albertans contribute to our province. This year, Alberta became the 4th province in Canada to proclaim February as Black History Month. This month-long celebration recognizes the contributions of people of African and Caribbean descent and gives all Albertans the opportunity to learn more about the Black experience in Alberta and hear amazing stories of struggle, of hope, and of triumph. The Ministry of Culture and Tourism also provided $2 million in funding to commemorate the 150th Confederation of Canada, Canada 150. This supported projects by non-profit organizations that tied into the Canada 150 themes. 2 of the 4 themes are diversity, inclusion, and the building of common interests and relationships, and supporting efforts toward reconciliation of Indigenous and non-Indigenous Canadians. Adding such opportunities for Albertans from different faiths and backgrounds to come together strengthens the cohesion that exists in this province, but we know there is still work to do. That is why we have been reaching out to communities across Alberta to gather their input on racism in Alberta and on the practical steps our government can take to fight racism, foster acceptance, and promote inclusion and diversity today, tomorrow, and for generations to come. Our government is committed to listening to Albertans who are experiencing racism and hearing from them on how we can best work together on ways to fight it. I am proud that our government is taking steps to combat racism, and I feel that Interfaith Harmony Week will contribute towards the education and relationship building needed in combating racism and intolerance. This motion will keep building on the many supports that this government has shown and given to Albertans. It will provide the time and space to celebrate and help to create understanding of the many faiths that are practiced in Alberta. It will celebrate Alberta's diverse ethnic, cultural, and religious communities. It will encourage dialogue and respect the equal rights and privileges of all. This motion will celebrate diversity in our communities, enhance mutual understanding, promote harmony and cooperation, and inspire Albertans to practice one's religion, convictions, or beliefs without fear. Albertans will have a designated time to celebrate their faith and come together in a sharing and communing spirit. I know how important this need is, having heard directly from the Calgary Interfaith Council on how participation in World UN Interfaith Harmony Week builds bridges of respect and understanding amongst faith communities. In fact, the Calgary Interfaith Council launched its newly amalgamated organization in February 2017 with its participation in UN World Interfaith Harmony Week. Earlier this year, the Calgary Interfaith Council program was even awarded a prestigious gold medal, Interfaith Harmony Prize in Amman, Jordan, because of their work encouraging interfaith cooperation. By declaring UN World Interfaith Harmony Week, Alberta will join various communities across the globe and right here in Canada, such as Nova Scotia and the cities of Halifax and Calgary that already celebrate Interfaith Week. The province of Alberta will join millions across the world to celebrate what unites people in faith, love, and good actions. I ask the members of this House to support my motion that urges the government to declare the first week of February, beginning in 2018, to be the annual United Nations World Interfaith Harmony Week. Let's build an opportunity for Albertans to come together and celebrate their faith. Together, we will continue to build a successful province and make life better for Albertans, regardless of their skin color, immigration status, or faith. Thank you very much.